Paul Slowe rebuts claims of disgrace, reaffirms his respected legacy. Retired Assistant Commissioner of Police, Paul Slowe, has forcefully responded to claims from media personality Michael Young, who labeled him a disgraced and bitter former officer. In a statement, Slowe vehemently refuted these characterizations, asserting that his reputation stands tall both in Guyana and across the Caribbean, earned through years of dedicated service to the Guyana police force and the country. Slowe, who has received 2 national awards for his service, including the Disciplined Services Medal from former President Janet Jugan in 1998 and the Cacique's Crown of Honor from former President David Granger, reiterated that his career has been one marked by integrity and excellence. He noted, "I am certain that I am more respected than almost all, if not all, of the current senior officers in the Guyana police force. Respect is something you earn, and I have earned my stripes over the years." In a firm address to Young, Slowe remarked, "Michael Young, you have never tasted bitterness from me, yet you dare to describe me as bitter." He criticized Young for failing to understand the distinction between respect and popularity, stating that while others may be more popular, he is confident in the respect he commands from his peers and the public. Slowe also emphasized his recognition by both the diaspora and local communities, highlighting numerous awards he has received for his contributions to society. "I am respected not only by the people of Guyana but throughout the Caribbean. These accolades speak for themselves," Slowe said. Slowe took the opportunity to address broader issues related to law enforcement in Guyana, calling for greater accountability and transparency within the police force. He also clarified his position on previous remarks about extrajudicial killings during the early 2000s, referencing a Commission of Inquiry, COI, announced by Vice President Barrett Jagdeo in March 2024. In closing, Slowe reiterated his commitment to speaking the truth and holding those in power accountable, encouraging Guyanese to stay informed on key national issues.
They run into the former police officer who is disgruntled. That is what he said. He said, "I am disgraced and disgruntled." Well, let me say this to Michael Young and to all others, right? I am certain that I am more respected. Me, Paul Slowe, I am more respected than almost all, if not all, of the current senior officers in the Guyana police force. Let me repeat that for the benefit of the likes of Michael Young, those Germans, Michael Young and others. I am more respected, not only in Guyana, around the Caribbean and elsewhere, than most of the current senior police officers in the Guyana police force. I am respected than most of the politicians they have in Guyana. And remember, respect is something you have to earn. I have earned my stripes over the years. So Michael Young writing it to say that Paul Slowe is a disgraced former police officer who is bitter. Michael Young, you will never taste me to know if I'm bitter. You got to taste somebody else, taste them other boys and so on. Not me. Not me. You can go and taste them all them. You're going to know if they're bitter. You're going to know if they stink. You're going to know if they're sour. But how dare you to say that Paul Slowe is a disgraced former police officer who is who is bitter. You ever taste me to know if I'm bitter? You tell what I'm bitter? I am bitter. I am bitter. So let me tell you this, Michael Young. I am more respected. Let me tell you again. And if you want, do a proper survey. Do a proper, not a survey like what a chap out of Queens does do. Do a proper survey in terms of people who are respected. Match me up with all them who are in there. Whether it's a squatter, whether it's any one of them. Match me up with them. Match me up with the politicians. I ain't talking about popularity. They might be more popular. But in terms of respect, and don't forget Michael Young and others, because of my sterling performance, I got 2 national awards. And before you jump on it, the first national award I got, the Disciplined Service Medal, was given to me in 1998 by Janet Jugan, the PPP president. And the second national award was given to me under the coalition David Granger, Cacique's Crown of Honor. Right? So I don't know how a disgraced police officer who's bitter can get all that. I got enough of them in there. They ain't got nothing. They have nothing. They are not recognized. In addition to those 2 that I mentioned, I have been given numerous awards. My village, people in the diaspora, they have awarded me for my sterling contribution to the society. So Michael Young, we will come again. We will come again, right? So you get a national award soon for what? You got a national award for being down. You got a national award for being a German old-time car, a Volkswagen with your engine in the back. That is what they're going to get the national award for. Well, if they're going to get a national award, me and they're in that. I am not in that. Yes, they're going to get for that. But then he goes on to say certain things here that I need to clarify. I didn't get a chance to do it last week, but let me do it now. Because, remember, this is a follow-up to the Ride Along program that I did 2 Wednesdays ago. Bork was there as well. Ride Along is this program hosted by the Grenadian, Junior George, and Kwame Carlin, satisfied. Among they say all kind of crap. And they get licks. So what I did now, they brought out this one, And I asked the question, I don't know why that type is coming after me. I don't know why they're coming after me. But here one of the things he said, because in the Ride Along program, Bork said, he spoke about this, the extrajudicial killings during a particular period when Barra Jagdeo was president. Right? Bork spoke about it and said that they call different numbers. Bork said 1,400, some people say less. The point is, many people were killed during a particular period. That is indisputable. You can dispute the numbers, how many persons died under those circumstances, but you can't deny it after the evidence is there. You know what this other thing said? He said President Barra Jagdeo never definitively committed this government or any PPP government to an investigation of the murders and crimes that took a toll on society during the early 2000s to 2011 period. He offered his opinion on what the parameters of such probe would likely be if there were to be such an investigation. Bork is clearly twisting the truth and the facts. Say it with authority. No one takes him seriously. They said no one takes Bork seriously. That is what he's saying. Well, let me analyze that quickly before bringing Mr. Conway. Now, first of all, let me go to the first part where he's saying that Jagdeo never committed to having an inquiry. This is an article dated Thursday, the 28th of March, 2024. That is this year. By Dennis Shabal from Demerara Waves. And here what it says, the caption is, Commission of Inquiry into 2000-2006 violence will be held. Jagdeo. That is the headline. Let me read what he is reported to have said. Vice President Barra Jagdeo on Thursday announced that a Commission of Inquiry, a COI, into extrajudicial killings between 2002 and 2006 that had been promised by the coalition administration would be held. Quote, the government will be going ahead with this Commission of Inquiry because the UN wants it. Granger wanted it. And I hope that there will be no prevarication anymore. There shall be a COI into what took place in that period. End of quote. That is quoting Jagdeo. He goes on to say, the article goes on to say, no time frame was given within which the inquiry would be held. His announcement came the same day that the United Nations Human Rights Committee, UNHCR, said in its concluding observations of Guyana's third periodic report that it was concerned that, quote, no substantive progress has been made to establish the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate allegations of extrajudicial killings during that period, despite government's plan to do so in 2018, end of quote. Then President David Granger had promised to order a COI into the violent crime wave that had included the Lusignan, Bartica, and Lindo Creek massacres, gunning down of the agricultural minister Saturday Osa, and other killings and kidnappings. A COI was held into the Lindo Creek massacre. Political activist and television talk show Ronald Waddell was shot dead outside his Sobrianville home. Mr. Jagdeo on Thursday again pointed fingers at the People's National Congress reform for having been responsible for what he termed an insurgency against the People's Progressive Party civic administration when he was president. In turn, the government had been accused of killing hundreds or thousands of mainly Afro-Guyanese men during that period. Several members of the Guyana Police Force and the Guyana Defense Force were also shot dead by gunmen who had been armed with assault rifles, including about 20 AK-47s, which had been stolen from the Guyana Defense Force armory at Kampala in Ghana. So again, for Michael Young to come out and tell us that Jagdeo never, he said Jagdeo never definitively promised that the PPP government would hold a commission of inquiry. In March this year, following the United Nations Human Rights Committee damning report on them, they talk about corruption. The report spoke about the extrajudicial killings and no investigation. Jagdeo said, that is what Demerara Waves said on Thursday, the 28th of March this year, that Jagdeo promised. Let me read it back.